You cry out for freedom, yet you keep waking up chained to the same sin. And the reason is not that God has abandoned you, but that there are hidden roots in your heart that you refuse to confront, secret agreements you've made with the enemy, and patterns of disobedience that feel comfortable even as they destroy you. Because sin is not just about the action, it's about the stronghold built in your spirit, the lies you've believed, and the places where you have not fully surrendered. And here is the shocking truth. Sin grows in secrecy, it feeds on silence, and it thrives where repentance is shallow. So you confess with your lips but never crucify the desire at the cross. And like Proverbs 26:11 says, you return to it as a dog to vomit, because your heart never truly renounced it. And if you wonder why the cycle feels unbreakable, it's because you are fighting spiritual chains with carnal weapons, trying to manage sin instead of killing it, hoping discipline will do what only deliverance can. Yet Paul says in Galatians 5:24 that those who belong to Christ have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires, which means until you lay that sin down to die, it will keep resurrecting in your life. The first hidden reason you keep falling back is that you secretly cherish it. You say you hate it, but in your heart you keep a small altar for it. You feed it with little compromises, late-night thoughts, secret clicks, quiet texts, and every seed you water grows back into a harvest that traps you again. And James 1:14-15 warns that each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire, and desire when conceived gives birth to sin, and sin when full-grown gives birth to death, which means the issue is not only the devil tempting you, it's you entertaining what should have been executed. The second reason is that you fight alone when God never designed you to overcome in isolation. You fall because you confess to God in the dark, but never expose it to the light of accountability, forgetting James 5:16, that healing comes when you confess to one another and pray for one another. Yet pride convinces you that people would judge you, so you hide it, and what is hidden in darkness cannot be healed, because the enemy's greatest power is secrecy, which is why sin feels stronger than it is. The third reason is that you have not renewed your mind. You try to stop the behavior, but you never replace the thought patterns. And Romans 12:2 says transformation only comes by renewing the mind, but you fill your spirit with the same songs, same shows, same conversations, same toxic friends who normalize your bondage, and then wonder why holiness feels impossible, when the truth is you are still conformed to the world, instead of transformed by the Word. The fourth reason is you confuse conviction with condemnation. So instead of running to God when you fall, you run from Him, trapped in shame, repeating Adam's mistake of hiding in the garden. And in that distance, the cycle gets stronger, because you believe God is angry when He is calling you home like the prodigal son. And until you see His grace as greater than your failure, you will keep falling deeper, because shame always drives you back to the pit. The fifth reason is that you treat sin like an enemy you can negotiate with, instead of an assassin out to kill you. And Romans 6:23 reminds us, the wages of sin is death, yet you minimize it, justify it, say just one more time, until it devours you completely. And the hidden danger is that repeated sin hardens the conscience, dulls your sensitivity to the Spirit, and blinds you to the urgency of holiness. So what once made you tremble no longer stings you at all, and that numbness is the most dangerous place of all. But here is the hope. You do not have to remain trapped. For 1 Corinthians 10:13 promises that no temptation has overtaken you except what is common to man, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out, so you can endure it. Which means every time you fall, you chose the wrong door, but the escape was there, hidden, waiting, and now God is calling you to stop asking why you keep falling and start asking where is the way out that He already gave. So the decisive challenge for you is this. Will you finally drag that sin into the light, starve it of secrecy, cut off the hands that cause you to stumble, renew your mind daily in the Word, and walk in the Spirit who gives power to say no? Or will you keep pretending you are strong enough to manage what was meant to be crucified? Because the longer you delay, the more it destroys. But if today you choose surrender, repentance without excuses, confession without hiding, and obedience without compromise, the cycle will break, the chains will fall, and you will finally taste the freedom Jesus died to give you. For whom the Son sets free is free indeed. John 8:36.